I'm going to say something really bold. You're not stuck because you're doing too little. You're stuck because you're processing too much without any rest. Welcome back to the Cosmic Valkyrie podcast. I'm Lynn Louise, also known as Lilu, and today we're going to explore unlocking the power of NSDR. I'll get into what that means. But I see a lot of women stuck, and it's not because they're not doing enough. They're not putting enough effort in. We're all taught to hustle, to push harder, to figure it out. But what if the real key to unlocking your evolution is found in doing nothing? I'm not talking about sleep. I'm not talking about a nap, but something called non-sleep deep rest, or NSDR. It's the most overlooked and underestimated tool in high-level transformation. And after this episode, you'll understand why we're making it a core concept in our practice inside Evolution 10X. Now, what is NSDR? It stands for non-sleep deep rest. It's a term that was popularized by Dr. Andrew Huberman, a neuroscientist at Stanford. And no, it's not woo, it's brain science. NSDR is a practice where your body is completely relaxed, but you retain conscious. Think guided meditation, body scanning, yoga nidra. Anything that slows your brain waves into a restorative state without actually falling asleep. So what does this mean, right? Like, how do we activate this and why is it important? Because when our brain is in a deep rest state, it does three very important things. The first thing is it locks into learning. It's like a save button for your subconscious. The second thing is it activates neuroplasticity, making new neural pathways stronger, faster. And the third thing it does is it rebalances our nervous system and energetic field. So you're not just carrying old emotional debris into your future. This is critical for transformation. You can't evolve if your brain is still trying to survive yesterday. Now, I want to put this into context for you. One of my clients, a brilliant, high-achieving professional, was doing everything right. She was journaling, implementing, even doing the mindset work. But she hit a wall. Nothing was landing. She told me, I feel like I'm doing the work, but nothing is actually changing inside. So I asked her a question. When do you let your body, air quote, receive? And she paused for a minute, and then she said, I don't know how to. Here's what most women don't realize. If your brain is always in high gear, problem solving, doing, fixing, it never gets a chance to encode the new identities you're building. You're creating transformation at the conscious level, but not allowing it to sink in to the subconscious. And that's where your habits, patterns, and beliefs actually live, in the subconscious. Does sleep help? Yes, of course. But NSDR is targeted. It's like precision rest. It creates the ideal conditions for transformation to really land and enable you to embody it. And I'm going to tell you how we achieve that in a minute. But first, I want to tell you what happens in your brain, why this is so important. So during NSDR, your brain shifts from beta waves, which is actively thinking, to slower waves, alpha and theta. These are the same states you access during hypnosis or meditation. So in just layman terminology, in these slower states, your prefrontal cortex rests. This means less critical chatter. This allows for your memories and emotions to integrate. And then your default mode network goes quiet. It stops rehearsing those old identities. And at that moment, you become a sponge for transformation. There's even research that shows that NSDR boosts dopamine, enhances focus, and improves emotional resilience after even just one session. I want you to process that. So if you've ever done a powerful training inside Evolution 10X, if you've had a breakthrough session with me and the next day you kind of feel a little off, that's not resistance. That's your brain actually needing to recover. And I tell everyone that works with me that NSDR gives your subconscious the space to do what it does best: reorganize and build. So inside Evolution 10X, we're not just teaching you concepts, we're repatterning your reality. But here's the deal. And I want those that are not inside E10X to think about how they can incorporate this in a program they might be in or their day-to-day lives. Here's the deal. Every time you complete a lesson inside E10X, your brain has to sort through decades of patterning. And unless we help it do that, the lesson becomes information instead of embodiment, hindering your ability to rapidly transform. That's why after every time you sit down and have focused learning, it's going to be important for you to take 10, 20 minutes immediately after and guide yourself through a short NSDR experience. Now, what does this look like? It can look different for everyone, and it's so incredibly simple. So I tell clients, you have to do at least 10 minutes. Here's where we go into what does that look like. Now, it can look like a variety of things. For some, it might be sitting in a yoga pose or in a comfortable chair and just closing your eyes and letting yourself just sit and be. You can do a body scan. You can do a gentle visualization. You can just be grounded in the energetic upgrades that you're receiving. But it can also be a type of moving meditation. For me personally, after I have done some intense study, I love to sit back, close my eyes for about 2 to 3 minutes, and then I get up and I go for a casual stroll. I don't go for a hard exercise, a run or a walk. I just go for a gentle stroll around the park in my neighborhood, just allowing myself to take it in. I might even sit on the bench and just listen to the birds and just absorb. This is where the magic happens, not in the doing, but the integration. If you've ever said, you know what to do, but then you don't do it, it's likely because the knowing stayed in your mind and didn't land in your body. NSDR closes that gap, allowing you to absorb the information and embody the information on a subconscious level, which creates more and easier rapid change, closing down that timeline and giving you what you want in life more rapidly. So if you've been pushing yourself to grow, to shift, to become, I want you to remember this. Integration is just as powerful as action. Rest doesn't make you weak. It makes you receptive. And when you're evolving, rewriting your energy, your money stories, your patterns, you don't just need more strategy. You need more space. That's why NSDR is not an afterthought in Evolution 10X. It's a core part of the process because your future isn't built on burnout. It's built on energetic alignment and strategic recovery. So the next time you feel stuck or scattered, don't push harder. Lay back. Let your brain do the deep work. And I'll see you all on the next episode. Thanks for listening to this entire podcast. If you love helping others, then please share this via your social media with friends and family. If you found value in it, they will too. Also, if you have questions, I'm here for you. You can email me questions to thecosmicvalkyrie@gmail.com. I might even use one of your questions on future podcast episodes. Also, I do have a personal request. I believe that we are all here to help each other heal, grow, and evolve. So let's help more people. If you would please, leave a nice review on iTunes. It will help the algorithms, and I would be forever grateful. And through your assistance, we could transform more lives.